And as we told you, flooding is at the top of the agenda for the special legislative session. And state lawmakers this week talked about wanting to question the National Weather Service about the alerts sent out the morning of the July 4th floods. As KXAN investigator Matt Grant reports, those lawmakers aren't the only ones looking for answers.
Oh, it was awful. It was gut-wrenching. It was heart-wrenching.
Horrified by the Hill Country flooding, this former National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration administrator says he was also concerned by what our investigation previously found: 6 vacancies at the National Weather Service Austin San Antonio office overseen by NOAA.
Do you think that any of the cuts at the National Weather Service could have played any role in the response efforts?
Yeah, as time passes, I'm more and more convinced that we're going to have to look carefully at specifically the impacts of the vacancy of the warning coordination meteorologist.
Dr. Richard Spinrad, an Obama appointee who retired in January, says the warning coordination meteorologist is the gateway between warning alerts that did go out and using established connections to ensure local officials on the ground act on those alerts.
I think would have been at least notification of someone in the vicinity to make sure that people who were in that flood zone were notified in ample time. But that, I think, is the piece that we're going to find an assessment was missing.
The National Weather Service disputes the cuts had an impact locally, telling us the Austin San Antonio office had extra staff on hand leading up to and during the flood, adding, all forecasts and warnings were issued in a timely manner. Additionally, these offices were able to provide decision support services to local partners, including those in the emergency management community.
We need to know the impact of these cutbacks and hiring freezes, not just to find out the results of this disaster, but to prevent other disasters from occurring.
Still, Texas's Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett is demanding answers to more than a dozen questions related to those cuts, citing a KXAN report in one letter to NOAA, and following up with this second response that we obtained, saying a phone call with top brass was helpful. He now wants to see records of chat, call, and shift logs and radar archives, writing, "My understanding is no contacts were made directly to Camp Mystic or other private entities. Please advise if the level of contact was consistent with previous weather-related disasters."
And when was an order for evacuation ordered?
I do not believe there was ever one ordered, sir.
There was never one ordered.
To my knowledge, I'm not aware of one, no.
Spinrad says he recently met with Doggett. He also wants to know why an evacuation wasn't ordered.
Why there were breakdowns again in that last mile of communication.
In Austin, Matt Grant, KXAN investigates.
And the Austin San Antonio warning coordination meteorologist, who had over 32 years of experience, took an early retirement in April as part of budget cuts. He would not comment and directed us back to the federal agency. Congressman Doggett says he was informed by the National Weather Service that there are 126 permanent mission-critical field positions currently vacant, but those are expected to be filled within the coming weeks.